Okay, what's up you guys? Welcome back to another video. If you're new to this channel, I'm Lena.
I'm Lalo. If you're new to the video, make sure you subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you are notified every time we post a new video.
So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Lalo came up with this idea of talking about a certain topic. So what I did is I went on Instagram. Yeah, it's like kind of like a debate. So I went on Instagram yesterday and I put out a little questionnaire for people to send me topics for us to talk about. And we got a few, so thank you to the ones that did give us topics to talk about. Our first topic that we are gonna talk about, okay, so the first one's gonna be gun policy. So I feel like the gun policy is kind of like a touchy subject just because obviously so much gun issues have been going on. Obviously, you know, mass shootings and whatnot. But me personally, I wouldn't mind owning a gun. Obviously, if I get the proper training for it and, you know, those kind of things. But I feel like people should be a little bit more, like, what's the word, like? Cautious, yes. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, if a gun's gonna end up in somebody's hand, I mean, you can't really prevent that. But in my opinion, like I said, I don't mind owning a gun. If I could, I would.
I think open or concealed carry is a good idea. I really don't know the process of it, but I guess running somebody's background would kind of help mitigate some of those issues of
Don't they already do that?
I really don't know. I don't know anything about it.
I'm not too educated on it either, but I mean.
Yeah, I think personally, I mean, like Lena said, you know, people are gonna carry whether they want to or not. Somebody's gonna get their hands on a weapon if they want to. So I mean, I'm not against it. I'm not for it, but to conceal and carry, I just, you know, people do have to take those classes. I think if they did up the more classes and to help those that aren't good with weapons to make them more proficient, that would be cool, I guess. I really don't know the steps or what, you know, what goes along with it. Yeah.
So that's that. Our next question is adopting versus buying pets. So before we actually got Chico, we did go to an adoption center. We went to, by the way, he's right here. He's sleeping.
Chico, if you don't know him.
We did go to a different adoption center. We went to, like, was it 3?
Yeah. So we went to Humane Society of El Paso before we went and bought Chico. But we also went to El Paso Animal Control Department. So we went to you know, a few places. We're looking for a dog, for a puppy. You know, something we can train, something we can kind of teach. You know, what we want it to learn. But
yeah,
I like adopting. I'd rather adopt a pet than buy one, just because there are so many pets out there that don't have families and that are homeless and that are just not taken care of. But I mean, if adoption, you know, doesn't go the way you want it to go, then I guess, you know, even buying a pet is fine, as long as it's going to a good home and it's gonna get taken care of and it's not malnourished.
Yeah, our main thing was, like what Lalo said, is it being a puppy, because we wanted to train it and know that we're its owners. You know, compared to like the dogs that we did see at the shelter, they were a lot older, and you know, but nothing against adopting pets. We just were looking for a puppy and that's what we didn't find. So yeah. Okay, so the next question is basically marriage and then kids. So or how we think we would be as parents.
We'll start off with marriage. We plan on getting married here shortly. We're trying to find the funds and trying to find, you know, the place and everything, the venue, you know, and help. It's just a lot of moving parts, a lot of moving pieces in my personal life and her personal life, and then not only in our personal lives, but, you know, trying to do this wedding and trying to get our families together. We're trying to make it to where it's soon enough, you know, but it's not too late, because we also have grandparents that would like to attend and stuff. So yeah, we don't want to wait too long, but we also don't want to rush into something that we can't necessarily fulfilled to our likings.
Exactly.
So,
and also like since we live in El Paso, it's really hard to really do those things like venue shop because we want it in Arizona since that's where we're from. So it's really hard to do all that while being here and wanting to do all of that over there. So yeah.
Yeah, the time isn't being provided either. You know.
But we are, I mean, we're still shooting for 2020 hopefully, but if it doesn't happen, then
it's no big deal.
It's, yeah, I mean, we do want our grandparents to be there, but you know, like Lalo said, we want it to be to our likings. We don't want to stress about it. Like a wedding is so expensive and it's just crazy, especially like we don't have those funds yet, you know, so that's kind of where we're at with the wedding. Kids wise, I think Lalo would be a really good dad. I think he'd be the mean dad though. Just because I see him how he is with Chico. I'm not, I mean, okay, yes, I'm kind of comparing how he is with Chico, but I shouldn't be comparing how he is with Chico because obviously kids and dogs are very different. But,
this is our first step right here. We ended up getting a dog just so, I'm not trying to compare the two, but it's gonna kind of show us, you know, responsibility.
Because, oh my gosh, right now with Chico, since he's still a puppy, he actually just turned 2 months yesterday. No, 2 days ago. He just turned 2 months 2 days ago. And right now, we're having to wake up in the middle of the night. As of right now, I'm waking up at 1 in the morning and like 4 or 5 in the morning. So that's when Chico needs to go bathroom. So he's learning to not go bathroom in his kennel anymore, which is really good because at first he was pooping and going peeing in his kennel. So now we're having to wake up and then he's up by 7 o'clock. And Lalo's usually at work, so during the week, as of right now, since I don't have a job, I'm with Chico and I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning and he takes a nap at 9 and that's when I take my nap. Because having to wake up during the night it's a lot because he goes bathroom and he wants to play. So, but he's doing so much better. I'm so happy because we've had him for like, it's gonna be 2 weeks now that we've had him. And he goes right back in his kennel and he goes to sleep and he does not cry. So that's really good. He's doing so much better. So going back to Lalo being, you know, how I feel like he'd be a parent. I think he'd be a good parent either way. We like kids, but we don't really see kids we don't see kids anytime soon, I don't think.
Personally, I think Marlena is,
Marlena?
What? Lena, sorry. I think Lena's ready for kids, honestly. We just don't have the finances right now. We're not really in the right place. We don't really have our...
We're still young.
Yeah, we're still really young.
Lalo's gonna be 22 next week. Oh no, this week.
Wow.
So yeah, we're still really young. I mean, nothing against young parents, but I just feel like we have so much more to do with our lives until we actually bring another human into this world. So that's where we're at with marriage and kids. Our next question is,
how was Lalo's career choice affected the relationship, good or bad? I think that one's more for you.
I mean, maybe for both of us, but honestly, I feel like it might be in between. I mean, at first, like, we were separated for 3 years. We're doing the long distance. So I mean, you kind of get used to that. So like once you start living with the person after being separated, you know, for those 3 years, like there's a lot to get used to. And now that, you know, comparing to when we first did our Q&A, that's when me and Lalo had just moved in with each other. And now we are moved in, it's been since August. That's how many months? It's
We're about to be in February.
Yeah, 6 months. So 6 months we've been living with each other and we have our days. I mean,
there's still distance here. I mean, I still have my weeks where I go training or where we, you know, we don't get to see each other very often because of the fact that I'm at work for so long. And then I get home, go to bed, and then same thing, go back to work.
So I guess that is kind of hard because he does get here around 5-ish or so. But like his thing is, I have dinner right when he's like ready when he gets here, and then he hangs out for a little bit, he showers, and then goes to bed because then he has to wake up again at like 4 in the morning. So it is kind of hard, but at this point, I'm just used to it. I adjusted to his schedule because I mean, there's nothing I can really do about it. But I mean, I understand it, so it's not really like it's a big issue. So, yeah.
I personally think it set Marlena back a little bit due to the fact that she had to move out here and she cannot find a job. It's kind of hard. But
oh, it's horrible out here.
You know, it's stopped her career a little bit. So now she's kind of just trying to find a job anywhere because she can't find one in her career field for her
and choice. Well, like before I even decided to move out here, like right off the bat, one of my friends was like, you know, it's actually really hard to find a job out here. So it's been, yeah, the job situation has been rough because I don't like not working, but I've been trying. I don't know how many places I've applied to at this point. Literally, it's so many, you know. Hopefully I can find a job eventually. Who knows? The question was, what's a point in the relationship that is significant or that changed the course of it?
Me personally, I think her moving out here was a big commitment, and it showed a lot. You know, she basically got up, left, and just, you know, decided to come and start her life with me and start our life together. So I think personally that has impacted us huge, at least me. So it really shows that, you know, she's here for the long run. She cares, and she's gonna, you know, do what she has to do to I guess, I don't know.
No, yeah, I mean, it was a big step. And it's just, me and Lalo have been together for so long that this was like our next step, and it just took us 3 years to finally do it. So I'm glad it finally happened. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy to think though, like, it's like I'm 23 and I'm living out here with my fiance in another state. And I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, it's so crazy. I don't know. It's just crazy to me. But the next topic is tattoos. I'm not against it. I have here, which is my Capricorn sign. Oh, you probably can't see that. But anyways, my Capricorn sign. I have this one that I got with my aunt and my cousin. I have this one that is mine and my dad's thumbprints. I have one right here. I have one over here. So that's how many? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 tattoos, so I don't mind tattoos. On the other hand,
well, I don't mind tattoos either. I have none, but you know, I want some eventually. I'm just been terrified of needles, so you know, I'm not thinking about
it's so
that
funny.
pain. I don't know. I just feel like it's painful. I really.
And I told him so many times that it doesn't hurt. Like, it's so funny because it's funny because
I don't care what anybody says.
I don't know how many times Lalo has like brought up to me, I want to get a chest tattoo. I want to get like a sleeve tattoo. And I'm like, you want to get a big tattoo as your first tattoo, and you're telling me
gotta go all out, you know.
Like, he's so scared about it. So it's like,
that's what's making me, you know.
I don't know, but
scared more.
I like them. I don't mind them. I feel like job-wise, a lot of jobs now aren't so strict about it.
I think as long as you can cover it with the, you know, a shirt or the proper uniform, I think that's fine. I mean, I don't see why it would be an issue otherwise, as long as you don't have like face tattoos. Nothing against people with face tattoos or neck tattoos. It's
but
just,
you know, things that are like,
it doesn't look presentable, you know, or
Thug Life, a kiss right here, you know.
I mean, it just. I personally think face tattoos, neck tattoos don't look presentable.
Okay, so the next question that we got was transgenders in the military. What's your stance? So I feel like Lalo can answer this one a little bit more.
I'm not here to put somebody's personal life out there, but I have an individual that is going through the process. She wants to be a male. She wants to get, you know, boy parts on her. But personally, I think, you know, as long as you're meeting the requirements and you're getting the job done, then there should be no issue about it. You know, if you're fulfilling the job and there's no, it's not hindering with any type of work, then it should be allowed. I'm not against it. You know. people are born that way, or people become that, you know, their mindset changes and they want to be, you know, different. Not different, but like
change.
Yeah, they just want change.
They want to become what they feel. What about people that aren't doing that process while being in the military? What if it's a process that was done before wanting to join and they're not really allowing it?
Not allowing them in?
Yeah, like they're kind of denying them because they're transgender. I'm pretty sure that's the topic that I read on Facebook. I mean, if anybody knows anything about this, you guys like let us know in the comments. But I'm pretty sure that that's what I read, that they're not allowing transgenders to join.
Again, I don't know the process. I don't know what, you know, the limitations are in that. So I don't know if these people that are in right now, like the soldier I have right now, I don't know if eventually they're gonna kick her out or what, but
I feel like they would still have the same ability to, you know, to do their job, you know, transgender, not transgender.
As long as it doesn't affect the work field and the work environment, I think, you know.
Yeah. Our next topic is...
Oh, snap.
AZ living or Cali living, and why? Okay, I'm gonna answer this because this is me. I love California. If I could, I would live in California. I did live in California, but I love it there. It just sucks that it's so damn expensive, and that's the reason why I probably wouldn't live there unless I was rich. But I love California. It's just like a different kind of vibe, honestly, compared to Arizona. California is just kind of like careless and like living and fresh, you know, just things like that. I'd probably prefer to live up in like Northern California, where I did live at one point. So like San Francisco, Livermore area, like that area. I just feel like it's so, my sister lives in Livermore, so it's so nice out there. I love it out there. So that's my pick. Salud?
You know, I was just in California for a month, for, you know, a certain amount of weeks, and it's not bad over there. You know, I like it. The only issue with me is obviously the cost of living there. It is a lot more expensive, and pricier for anything you want to do. Even, I mean, renting there is like paying your mortgage here in Arizona, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Like Lena said, you know, unless someday we can afford it, then that'd be cool, because there's a lot to do out there, and I personally like the ocean.
Maybe with Lalo's next job.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now, I mean, AZ living, I like it out here. I mean, this is our state,
yeah,
you know.
This is it. I like it. I love it.
I mean, Arizona's not bad. I like it because I feel like Arizona's that state that nothing happens to it compared to like other areas where it snows, it rains, and hurricanes and things like that. Like Arizona's that one state that's like alone and it's just chill. I guess the only thing is that it gets hot here, like hot.
Yeah, but we have
especially
the
like
river.
where we're from. But yeah, like Lalo said, we have the river, so that makes up for it.
Back home, I mean, back home's not a bad place either, Parker.
It's not.
You got the river, you have your friends there, you have, you know, family, everybody knows each other. That can be good or bad. You have off-roading, fishing, you got trail riding, you can ride your quads.
Which
ATVs.
I feel like off-roading and all that, that's like a big thing, because yeah, the desert, we have a huge desert. So they do like competitions, camping, and everything there.
Everything.
So it's pretty cool. Where we're from is not bad, but I would still probably pick California.
I'm sticking to AZ.
Okay, so our next topic is, if we could redo any part of our relationship over, what would it be and why? I'll go first. I think one thing I could redo is the beginning of our relationship, only because at first I'm gonna be honest, I didn't take our relationship too serious because Lalo wasn't mature just yet. I mean, he was only a grade, under me, below me, but he still wasn't as mature. I'm not saying I was mature, but I mean, I felt like at that point I was more mature than him. And there was just some things like that I didn't really like, but I saw how much Lalo did care. I'm not saying he doesn't care now, but there was a point in our relationship where I was like, you don't care for me as much as you used to care in the beginning. But the beginning of our relationship was different. I mean, obviously we were a little bit younger and we're older now. I mean, you go through things, and I feel like that kind of just changes it. I mean, I'm not gonna make it sound like Lalo doesn't care for me or love me or anything like that, but I just feel like in the beginning, every relationship is all, you know, it's that honeymoon stage. So, yeah, like I said, if I could, I would just redo at the beginning of our relationship. Only because I would like to fix certain things or, you know, undo certain things, but that's me.
I personally would wish that we would have crossed paths a little bit later in life, you know, experienced more things, and kind of do what we wish we could have done, you know, and then cross paths a little later in life when we're more mature, have a better understanding of everything, and then kind of, you know, not go through what we went through. I mean, we were young. We were young. There's a lot of mistakes happened, a lot of lessons learned, but it's gotten us to where we are today, and I wouldn't change anything about it.
And I actually have told Lalo, I brought that up to him at one point. I was like, I feel like he hasn't experienced a lot, but he's also that kind of person that he's like, I don't really care. But I mean, honestly, like, I was able to experience, because once I turned 21, I was able to do, I went out and I did everything. But compared to Lalo, like, obviously he's in the army, so it's kind of like, I feel like that kind of stopped him, and also experiencing like other girls and stuff like that. And I've always told him, I was like, I think you should. I mean, that was my opinion, and that's what I had told him, like, you should. And he was kind of like, no. But only because that was kind of like my thing. I was like, what if at one point he's gonna be like, I'm over Lena, I need to go find somebody else, or, you know, I don't know, because he's a guy. And
don't get me wrong, I mean, I've had my fun, I've done things,
but you weren't the age that you are now. I mean, you did your things and whatnot when you were younger, 15 or 16, 17, you know, that age. I mean, I guess it kind of counts, but I'm saying, like, at this age, like, don't get me wrong, I love him, you know, but if I could choose to let him do what, you know, what he should do, is I'd let him go and experience being 21 and almost 22, and I wouldn't mind it, just because I feel like that was kind of taken away from him. I mean, he still can do that. We're only engaged. We're practically married. You can't do that. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm being honest, like, honestly, like, I've told him multiple times, go out and do things. If you want, go and talk to other people, like, experience things. But Lalo's just always been that kind of person that he's kind of like, no, I don't really feel like it. I don't want to. So, yeah. Well, our next topic is Samsung or Apple. Apple. I've been with Apple since the iPhone 4. And that was a very long time ago. How long ago?
I think I was too.
You started with iPhone 4 too, yeah. I like Apple. It's just so much better. I'd never switch over to any other.
I tried Samsung once. I think it was the Samsung S5 or 5S or something. I don't know. And it was complicated. It was too hard for me. I went back to Apple, and I've been with them since.
He only lasted like a week.
I sold it to Fabiola Lamas.
Yeah. Okay, so me and Lalo are going to ask each other one question that we want to ask, like a topic, and I want to see his opinion and vice versa. So my question is, what is your opinion on guy friends and girlfriends? Only because I feel like I'm asking this because I feel like in relationships, I feel like sometimes that's a big thing, you know? Like a topic when it comes to like other guys and other girls having guy friends. But yeah, that's my question. What is your?
I don't care. It doesn't bother me. Guy friends or girlfriends, I mean, at the end of the day, you're with a person, and if they want to do something, they're gonna do it. So a guy friend wouldn't affect it, or a girlfriend wouldn't affect it, personally. I mean, you're in a relationship with one person, so having other guy friends is not an issue. I'm not
what if it comes
the jealous
to like,
type. I'm not. I mean, it all depends as well. Like, there are boundaries to everything. So I mean, if they go within those boundaries, then obviously you gotta set the tone. You know, and let them know, yo, I know you're her guy friend, or I know she's your girlfriend, but you know, relax, chill out.
Boundaries, yeah, like you said. Okay. What's your question?
My question. I really don't have one.
I told you to think about it.
I know. What is your opinion to talking with old friends?
Old
like
friends.
if there's no history, obviously, or you know, even if there is, like just talking to old friends, period.
I mean, history as in like what?
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Just,
it could be dating, could be.
I mean, they're old
friendship.
friends for a reason.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. It depends. It depends if they're, you know, they're considered an old friend for a reason. And that's kind of hard to answer because they're old friends, like.
But maybe they're old friends because, you know, someone. No. Maybe they're just old friends because you haven't talked to them in so long, because, you know, you took two different routes in life and you just haven't talked to them because, you know, you've been busy, or, you know, anything.
I mean,
maybe people have stopped you from talking to them, or, you know, just.
well, old friends, I feel like they'll make time for you if they really want to talk to you. If, you know, old friends are old friends, like, it's just what it is. They're not your new friends, they're not current friends for a reason. But if you stop talking to them because of someone, you know, it's probably for a reason as well. Like, it just depends, I guess. If situations happen and you're not comfortable with it, then I feel like you should take it as it is and respect it. That's that.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the end of the questions, topics that we had got. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different, you know, us sitting down and just giving our opinion on certain topics that were given to us. So, yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. For those of you that have not subscribed, go ahead and pause this video right now. Go subscribe. Turn on those post notifications and ring that bell so you're notified every time we post a new video. Don't forget that, you know, we have Chico now, so if you guys want to send us some gifts for Chico, I wouldn't mind that. But I'm just kidding. But today's post notification shout out is gonna go to
Chico. Knock it off. Chico, Chico baby, Chico baby. Say hi, Chico. Okay.
All right, today's post notification shout out is gonna go to Rosa Nito. Thank you, Rose, for commenting on our videos and showing us some love and support.
And sharing them as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
So thank you.
If you guys want a post notification shout out, all you have to do is be subscribed to our channel. Look it up. Okay, all you have to do is be subscribed to our channel, like this video, and comment something down below.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Peace.